mic is on, and away we go. Today we are going to be doing part 2 of the Lego Speed Champions Formula One McLaren Formula One team for ages 10 and up. This is the 2024 F1 team MCL38. Their championship, not only contender, but winner of the Constructors' Championship. We looked at the box in the last video, but I'll show you again. We have the contender, the actual MCL38, a picture of the McLaren team helmet and steering wheel, and an aerial view of the Lego build that we are going to be building. So let's take out the pieces again. We have these extra bits that you get with each bag that I'm going to put back in the box. Okay. So last video we got through bags 1 and 2, and this is what you get with bags 1 and 2. Oops, sorry. I can't talk here. So this is what you get with bags 1 and 2. We have the core of the car. As you can see, we have the floor plate, and we have parts of the side pods built out. So let's put our driver up here, as we don't need him for right now. And let's open up to where we left off. So it looks like the next step, we need bags 3 and 4. So we have bags 3 and 4. And we have our wonderful decals. I did bring my tweezers for this video. So maybe we can open what's up with these. And bag number 4. This might be easier to do just with my hand. Yeah, I think so. Make sure to get all of the pieces out. If you know me at all, you'll know I love crinkles, especially cellophane. Okay, so before we do anything, you know I like to organize these pieces by color. So that's what we're gonna do. And I think I'm just gonna leave them in the same order of the bag. I'm not gonna mix the bags together. I mean, it doesn't really matter because you're gonna use the same pieces, but just for the sake of keeping this efficiently quick, I'm gonna do this like so. Now, the last video, I spoke of how this is not orange. This is papaya. So I'm going to try my best to refer to these pieces, these colored pieces, as papaya and not orange. I am a huge McLaren fan. I've been a McLaren fan since I was a kid, unknowingly. And then when I got into Formula One and IndyCar, by that point they had an IndyCar league team as well. And so I do refer to it as papaya. It's kind of become a personality. As you can see, my watch band is papaya. This desk mat is not necessarily papaya, but it is definitely inspired by the objects that I have that are papaya. Okay, so we have our vehicle that I'm going to leave up here for right now. And we have the next steps, and great, we are starting with stickers. Lovely. Okay, so it looks like we need one of these pieces that has two. Actually, we need two of them, and then two of these slanted pieces. Not that. Looks like that. Great. One is going to go on this side, and one is going to go on this side. like I said before, if you are unsure about which side is which, just place the Lego right on top of the little build, and hopefully that will help clarify any confusion. Okay, so now we need decals number. Okay, so now we need decals number 6 and 16. So we have there's 5, there's 16, so there's 6 right here. And as you can see, some of them are the same number and some of them are different. And as I pointed out before, you might say, okay, these are going on the same type of piece. Why are they not the same number? And the answer is because this is the right side and this is the left side, or vice versa. I don't really know. I think that's what it is. But so first we need number 16. Make sure that this black triangle is lined up. That got it really close. I hate these. See how it's a little bit crooked? I'm not going to worry about it too much, but it drives me nuts. Why they could not just have painted them. I don't know. I'm going to try it with my fingers this time. You know, sometimes I find it easier with my fingers, and sometimes I find it easier with the tweezers. Like this piece was easier to just do with my fingers than it was with this. But other times I get really annoyed. Okay, so we have those pieces, and they're going to go on the side pod, so let's line this up properly. It looks like the 16 with the black going this way is going to go on this blue piece right here. So we're building out the front part of the side pod. So when you look at it from above, the aerodynamics, this is a lot harder to see than the Ferrari just because it's black. So I do apologize. There's so much dog hair. This has been sitting out on my desk. I air dust my desk probably 50 times a day. I even bought one of those electronic ones so I don't have to buy the expensive aerosol one. Great. Alright, now we need 2 of these circle pegs. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for being here. My name is Jake, and I started this channel very recently just because I have so many Legos and so many pieces of merchandise or publications that I've acquired from my love of open-wheeled racing, so IndyCar and F1 primarily. This is going to go on the reverse side like this. And so this is still new. I don't just do Lego F1s, but I had a lot of them, so I wanted to do them with you all. That's kind of where the inspiration for this channel started. And then I was like, oh, well, I have a lot of extra things too that I can do more than Legos, so look out for those videos. I'm planning on doing the Japanese Grand Prix this weekend, so I plan on doing an iPad video again. so I might do, one soft spoken, maybe one no speaking at all, just for the iPad sounds. I also received in the mail a little lavalier mic so you can hear the Legos a little bit better, so maybe I'll put that by the iPad. You can actually hear a little bit more. But if you have any suggestions on what you like, whether that's soft-spoken or whispered, please let me know in the comments, as well as let me know, send me a message. I would love to hear from you. I said in a podcast episode that F1 fans are great people because they're finding unicorns. They're F1 is such a popular sport, but kind of finding your people is just really fun when you connect and then build a community. So feel free to leave a comment. That's my best plug for that, and I won't say it again. We added the steering wheel, which is like a game controller that we're gonna put in right here. It looks like to be honest, it looks like Darth Vader right now. Looks like a spaceship. Okay, into step 39, we need 2 of these white pieces. And those are going to go on either side of this. I'm sitting a little bit further back today than I normally am, so I'm apologizing that I'm bringing the actual vehicle closer to me. I'll try to remember to bring it towards the camera. Starting an ASMR channel that you're doing overhead filming, it's definitely something that I'm not used to. I've been a performer pretty much my whole life, and so being in front of the camera or even filming my own self is something I'm more familiar with, but overhead is a different beast, so I'm learning with all of you, and I'll try my best to remember where you guys are viewing this from. Okay, number 40. We need one of these papaya pieces. Excuse me, 2 of the papaya pieces. And then 2 of these, or 1 of these black pieces that looks almost like I don't know what that looks like, honestly. It looks like 2 arms trying to give you a hug. Alright, these are going to go on, because we should build this part first. This is going to go underneath, right there. Alright, I love this color blue. I'm so glad that they chose to incorporate it. We need 1 of these pieces that doesn't have any pegs on it. And then we need 1 of the black pieces that look kind of like the white piece that we had. It has 2 like this. There's 1. And where's the other? Here's 2. Okay. Now this is gonna go to cover up these right here. So let's make sure that the open holes go on the outside, so it matches the papaya. Okay, and then the blue piece goes on top of the white, or on top of the black piece that is framed by the white. wedge looking pieces, and then 2 of these caps that have like little indents on them. And we need a number 22 on the decal sheet. Number 22, which, as you can see, this is an identical sticker. So there's 2 22s. I think this might be easier with the pliers, the tweezers, but I'll do this first. We did the Ferrari a few videos ago, and I really want to do let's make sure we're doing this right. I'm going to skip ahead to this step right over here. I really want to build all of the grid, but I wouldn't say poor, but it's not in the budget to buy all of these. They're like $30 a piece. So if anyone has a specific one they would like for me to build, let me know, and I'll either go out and purchase that one or ask for it as a gift. Okay, that goes right there. This is gonna go on the other side, but I like to skip ahead. This makes sense in my brain to just do one and one, but we're not doing that apparently. So let's go back and put the pieces where they should belong. The black little caps. And then we'll flip it on over and see we need to add 2 more pieces that I haven't grabbed yet. They're like these little, I don't know, they remind me of raven beaks. See that? So we need 2 of those, and it looks like we're going to put one on top of the other. And then we are going to put that on this side, on this little black circle. rip it off with your finger and let it sit on your finger, and then grab it with the tweezers so that you have a little bit more control. The hardest part is getting one of the sides to stick on, because you'll think that it's aligned and then it won't stick, and then you have a messed up piece. So this part goes on top. Like so. And then this part goes on top to round it out. Okay, now we need 47. We need the circle or donut looking piece. And if you watch the Ferrari or have built these builds, you know that this is going to be where the wishbone of the halo inserts. 48, we need these little wrenches that act as the hooks for the halo system, and those are going to go parallel to each other. Alright, and then we need to there's one. Oh, I guess we just need one. I'm an idiot. I am stupid. Okay. Lovely. And then we need another piece. I guess we did need two, but different order. Right here. It goes like that. And then we need another square. Put it this way so it matches. And then we need another of the bird beaks. One of these slanted pieces. Let's make sure that it's the right way. Yep. And then one of these claw pieces. That's blue. So we're going to start with that claw piece, and we're going to put this on like so. And then the little bird beak goes on the opposite side. And then we need number 15. Number 15 is right here. So we need another bird beak. Another one of these rounded pieces. And one of the blue claws. So we'll build it the same way with the blue on the other side, the bird beak on the other. And then number 7. And this is how it goes, facing the bird beak. And that will go on this side. It's only really attached by one peg, so it's not super like tight and sturdy. It doesn't feel super, great, but okay, now it looks like we need 2 of these white pegs, and then this piece that's like a multi, I don't even know how to refer to that, and then on the pegs that aren't the open side, we need the white to go on right there, and then the hook goes on right here. I think. Yep. I think this is the exhaust, maybe. And then we need a black circle. If I have one. Normally, when I can't find a piece, it's because I messed something up. And I don't see it. I see one of these little ones with the hook. Let's see if we have it in the back. There's one right there. Let's just put the extra pieces up here just in case. I'm glad we found that. Okay, so the black circle goes. Well, I don't know. Is that right? Let's see. We're gonna try it. Okay, right there. And then we need one of these gray caps to go facing towards the circle. So this is alignment. And then we need one of these caps. They don't have a specific peg, it's just open, so you have to center that. Oh wait, I did that wrong, right? this is the intake, I think. Because I think that's like supposed to be the camera. We'll see. Yep, and then we flip this around, just like so. And this goes right in here. That's so much more sturdy than the Ferrari. At least right now it is. Okay, so now we need one of these rods and two of these like cross pieces, and that is gonna go one on each side, I believe. Yeah, so I'm gonna do it this way because I think that'll be easier. Just put them on right next to each other. I'm gonna make sure that this rod is flush with the, at least as close as possible. And then we're going to put this through these two pieces. Obviously being very gentle. You can see it kind of already wanted to go as quickly as I wanted to go, but it's still fragile, you know. Okay, and then, did I do it too soon? I think I did. You want to put one of these blue pieces in the middle. Okay. We need this piece, so the circle is going to go on the outside. And you're going to feed this through. Honestly, this is a little tricky. There we go. And all the way through to the other side, where you're going to match it with two more of these pieces. The black piece, like before. I don't know if there's enough room. There is. Yeah, I mean, you really kind of have to work it to make sure that it's all the way, like, this has enough room. But I'm not playing with this. Like, I'm not going to be playing, like, hours on end with it like a kid might. So I'm not too worried about it being perfect. Okay, this looks a little bit more complex. So we need two of these arch pieces, two of the clear pieces. I remember these look like bras to me. And then two of these. Not that I look at bras a lot. But, okay. First we need this bag. Make sure I do it facing the right way so I don't get confused. All the way to the edge. And then this goes on. Oh, we've built this before. Like that. And we're going to do that twice. I'm curious to see how these cars do in Japan, the McLarens. They've been quite fast. Okay. because these side pods are like, I think they're supposed to be like not super like sturdy so that you can like play with them or adjust them like depending, you know, like aerodynamics, but it makes inserting these a little difficult. Because you don't want to like pop something off, you know. I think there's a bird outside. Bird, I'm making an ASMR video. Be quiet. Okay, those go like that. And then we need to build two of these papaya cheese wedges. They kind of do look like cheese. And then two of these they look like stairs. And we need 11 and 13. So 11 and 13's right here. Okay, 11 is going to go on first. That almost was not good. And then we're going to do this piece like that. And then 13. It's going to go on like this, I think. It's actually, yep. And that is going to go on this side, like so. And so 11 is going to go this side, and 13 is going to go on this side. And now it looks kind of like a boat or a submarine. Okay, now we have these two like rod-looking pre-printed pieces that say Dell Technologies, which is, I wish they printed all of the pieces, honestly. But this one and this one, so they're gonna go lined up to the black, so you can see the black goes, it matches or correlates. You don't want the black to be on this side. And then we need two of these little hooks. I think, yeah, with the square base. And those are going to go on either side of right here. The glare is messing with my eyes from my point of view. And those are going to go like that. Okay, now this should be fun. We're going to need one of these blue pieces with one of these side pieces. And that is going to go right here. And we need number 17. I don't know if it's because I've done this already with the Ferrari, but the stickers aren't killing me as much. I mean, I still don't like it, but it's not horrible. Did I do that right? So put this on upside down. this side. And you can see this little hook right here is going to line up with that little rod. You can barely see it, but right in there. And it'll probably make a nice little click sound. Yep. Lovely. And then we need one of these side, like, they look like skis, because they have a little, like, rounded edge. This piece was used in the previous McLaren. Like the year ago model, or 2 years ago, I don't know when they officially came out, but I remember this piece. And that's gonna go in the middle. I remember it being annoying too. There we go. Okay. And I believe we're gonna do the same thing on the opposite side. Yep. So we need one of these pieces and a blue piece. Make sure to line it up so it matches, so you don't do it incorrectly. That piece goes like that, and then we're gonna put the number 18 chrome upside down for us. I'm gonna do it right side up because why not? We're getting all the ambient sounds today. Okay, and then that's gonna go on the opposite side on that rod. And a nice little click. It's starting to look like a car. Oh, and now here's the rear wing that I think we're about to build. So we need one of these pieces that has 4 dots on it and flat on the other side next to one of these. And then a number 8 McLaren decal. So that's right here. And you can see there's 2 8s, so there's an 8 right here and an 8 right here. So it doesn't matter which one, they're both gonna go the same way. So we want the arrow to be facing this way. See what I mean? You need to get like one part down first. But that's the hardest part. See, that's so annoying to me. Maybe we'll just use the tweezers for this one. This is not something that I recommend if you're like a perfectionist or OCD, which I tend to be. I'm like still thinking about that one decal that's not perfect on the Ferrari. I just remember that and it's still bothering me. Okay, now we need one of the papaya pieces. Make sure that the arrow is correlating with the right piece. And then one of these gray pieces with the open holes on the back. And then we're going to do the same thing over. So we need one of these pieces with one of these pieces. And then a number 8 pain in my butt decal. And I think the arrow is going to go this way. There we go. And then that's going to go on top of that. So we have a little wing. And then we need 2 of these pieces. that have a little dot on the top. There's one with a dog hair. And where's the other one? I don't see it. Maybe it's in another bag. I just see. Do y'all see it? I just see these that don't have a circle on top. Oh, let's look. Look what I found. And there was our circle piece. Make sure you dump all of the contents out of the bag before you start getting annoyed. Okay. And then we need 2 of these blank ones on each side. Okay, and then we need 1 of these L's, 1 of these open single, and then I think this one is yep, 1 of those. So on this we need a number 2, which is right here, Dropbox. And then it's going to go right side facing up. And then we need to flip this over or like around. And we're going to put this piece like that. And then we need another. Like that. And then we're going to put this on top. And we need number 1, which is Workday, which is what my company uses, as well as we don't use Dropbox, but I personally use Dropbox. It's gonna go right there. And then that's gonna go on. Make sure I'm facing this the right way. It's gonna go on like. Oops. Like this. I'll do the other side and then I'll show you the final product. So we need this piece, 2 of these, and this piece. And we need a Dropbox and a Workday. So the Dropbox is number 4. Make sure that you're facing the right way again. And see, as I get more confident and also just eager to be closer to done with it, I get a little ballsy and just start using my fingers again until I fuck up. And, excuse me, I shouldn't say that, until I F up. Like I did there. I mean, it's fine, it's not that deep, but single sticker that I'm gonna get annoyed with when I think about it. But whatever, it's fine. And that's gonna go on the edge. The detail is really cool. And then that is going to go. Oh, we're not done yet. Okay, we gotta flip this around. We need this gray bar that's gonna go across here. Right. And then that is gonna go on. Like this. Yeah, that sticker is gonna annoy the shit out of me. But whatever. It'll be fine. Or I'll fix it after the video. See how it's crooked? Oh well. I'll display it this way. Okay. Then we need this piece that has the little rod on it. And that's gonna click into these little black hooks. Can't really see very well, but we put those on not too long ago. I believe that's gonna click on just like that. Oh yes, and then we get to do the wing. So we're gonna get number 12. This is my favorite piece, for sure. Make sure that it's lined up the right way, and I'm gonna use the tweezers. Actually, I'm not because it's big enough. You learned no lessons, do you, Jake? Absolutely no lessons. Sorry, that piece was really important to me, so I needed to make sure it was perfectly lined up. Okay. And then we are going to add the McLaren. I will use my tweezers for this. Number 3. That's so. I love that. Just like it wouldn't be hard though to like print this. It's big enough. Too far over. There we go. Perfect. Now, if this piece was on crooked, I would lose my mind. And then that is going to go on top. Like so. And now we have a rear wing. I will say I really enjoyed the build of this new generation Speed Champions of the rear wing. It's really, really nice. It's very detailed and like it looks very good. So, alright, the last piece of the wing and of the video is going to be this little piece that goes on. Be careful and not pop anything off. There we go. see it right there, don't you? I'm gonna take that off after the video and I'm gonna fix it, but it's supposed to look like that. Great. Alright, I am going to end the video there for today. And when we come back next time, we'll do bags 5 and 6 and finish the McLaren. Thank you so much for being here today as we continue to build our Formula One McLaren MCL38. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening or day or whatever time that you are trying to relax. And I will see you in the next video.